Wednesday, as I mentioned, November 15th, at the San Francisco Convention Center, the meeting will take place. All right, this is part of the Asia Pacific Economic Cooperation at APEC. All right, the reason China is even doing this is because their economy is hurting. And it's an export economy. It seems they make things cheaply in China, they send them all over the world, and then money comes back. Well, not that much money's coming back to China anymore. And they got to ramp it up, but they're not going to be able to ramp it up if there's a war or an economic embargo or all of that. That's what's going on. So San Francisco is a terrible place to have that because it's a disgrace. Y'all know that. The whole city's overrun by drug addicts, crime's through the roof. They're all camped out on the streets. So on November 1st, I said this, go. It's pretty hard in San Francisco now to walk down the street, so that might be a problem. I mark my words, before this summit, the authorities in California are going to go in and they're going to sweep these people out. You wait and see. You wait and see. Well, that's exactly what's happening. The cops and the public works people in San Francisco are sweeping the area out, okay? And there's a lot of these areas. If you know the city, Van Ness in California, Hyde and Eddy, Taylor and Ellis, a whole bunch. And they're just blasting the tents and everything out of there. Why didn't they do this a year ago? Okay, there they go. And the homeless drug addicts are going too, because if they don't, the police are going to arrest them, put them in jail where they can't use narcotics. So of course they're going to go. All right, San Francisco never prosecute them or do anything more, but they can hold them. So you imagine Xi and the Chinese delegation come with all the press of China, and they see all this stuff all over the place, and they go, hey, this is what America looks like. San Francisco's what America's like. Look at all these drug addicts. If you're a drug addict in China, trust me, you're not going to be seen for a while. They put them in camps. And if you sell narcotics in China, they shoot you. They don't have a problem. Not nearly what we have, because we feel sorry for the narcotics pushers and the users. We feel sorry for them. And they destroy cities. Not to mention how many younger human beings they destroy. Anyway, I'm going to cover this, in a very methodical way. Now, in 1987, I did a documentary, me along with 20 other people at ABC News. It was called Drugs, A Scourge Upon the Land. And I was invited to do it because I did a lot of reporting on the drug industry. And it was a really, really first-rate documentary at ABC News. We looked around, we couldn't find it. And it was in 1987, so I guess ABC News has it in its archives. I'm going to try to get it. But it's gotten so much worse in America, this drug problem. So that was 36 years ago I did that thing? And it's worse. It's because there's no will at the part of our federal, state, and local governments to solve the problem, which is mandatory drug rehab for addicts. That would solve the problem. Oh, it drives me crazy. You can be humane, but you can't let these people run wild and destroy our society. And they are. She doesn't give a hoot about that. But the propaganda value in San Francisco, that's why they're whipping these people out of there. And remember, Biden could solve this, and Trump didn't do it either. These states and cities depend on federal block grants. You don't enforce drug laws, I'm president, you don't get a dime. You see how fast those laws are being enforced. And that's the memo. Everything is expensive these days, you know that. The government is printing trillions of dollars and consumer prices higher than ever. If the government continues its printing and spending, the dollar could continue its free fall and lose its coveted role as the world reserve currency. Let's hope that doesn't happen. But there are a few things you can do right now. American Hartford Gold can show you how to protect your money, your retirement, your hard-earned savings against inflation by helping you diversify a portion of your portfolio into physical gold and silver. Start with a short phone call, and they can have physical gold and silver delivered right to your door or put inside your 401k or IRA. So please call or text them right now. Tell them Bill O'Reilly sent you. Call 877-444-GOLD, 877-444-GOLD, or text GOLD to 65532. Again, that's 877-444-GOLD, or text GOLD to 65532. Thank you for watching the No Spin News. To watch the full episode anytime on BillO'Reilly.com, please sign up to become a premium or concierge member. Visit BillO'Reilly.com to sign up and start watching today.